Hello again. Well, today we're having something completely different, at least for me. It's a Sauternes from Bordeaux. So it's a Chateau Rieussec 2007, which was a very good year for the Chateau. Sauternes, I'm sure a lot of people know what it is. It's really the sort of noble rot, sweeter grape that's harvested a little bit later. And it's a Sauternes region in Bordeaux, very famous primarily by, for the Chateau d'Yquem, which is the granddaddy of all Sauternes and maybe one of the best known wines in the world. Rieussec is one of the top wines in their region. It's also a Grand Cru classé from the 1850s. It's an interesting story. It used to be owned by monks, but it was confiscated during the Revolution. And then afterwards it fell into private hands. Now it's owned by the Rothschilds, who own Lafite Rothschild as well. And it's always been one of the premier wines of the region. This one is primarily Semillon, 83%. There's a little bit of other grapes in it that I will describe in the comments on the video. And it's aged for a long time. I think 24 months or something in oak. It's really a wine that takes its time, and it's a wine that you could keep for another 20 years, I'm sure. But we have an occasion today. I don't drink a lot of Sauternes. I have a couple of bottles, so when I have an opportunity, I really take advantage of it. I like Sauternes. It's just hard to sort of open a bottle and drink it, even though it's much more versatile than you would think. I think it goes with food, rich foods, fatty foods. It goes with cheese. It goes with desserts. And maybe we don't eat enough of this kind of stuff. But today I think I'm going to be cheating a little bit here at lunch, celebrating with some friends. So, why not? And then here we are. To me, it's also a little bit of a celebratory wine. I think to me, even more so than champagne. It's just got that glorious color. It's got the history, the technique of how it's made and how do you have to get it just right. Otherwise, the grapes go over the hill. And then it's just pure gold if you look at the color, which is just amazing. And that's what you get. So anyway, it's the typical, sort of Sauternes bouquet for... What I mean by that is that sort of the sweetness really gets you even on the nose, but it's also got a little bit of that flintiness, which sometimes is off-putting, but I think it opens up as the wine gets more oxygen. And the fruit, it's really both floral and fruity. The fruit is a little bit more of a sort of riper, white fruits. It's not obviously citrusy as much. It's really riper. It's got a little bit of that buttery mix, into it. And it's got something that I can't quite describe, but it is really very unique to Sauternes. It's just really very, very pleasant. It's not, some people find these kind of wine a little bit too sweet, like they just give you, a little bit of a reaction. But to me, it's just perfect. Even though I'm not a sweet, I don't have a sweet tooth really in general. Man, this is very sweet. I mean, in a normal wine, you get to this kind of sweetness and say, oh, the wine is gone. But this is designed to be like this. It's designed to be enjoyed, it's not dry. It's not like a dry Riesling, whatever, which has some sweetness. This is just a full-on, rich, creamy, sweet Sauternes that you can have with foie gras or like some really rich Spanish ham, or you can have with just, incredible buttery tart, dessert. And that's why I think I said before, this is a wine you can have with a whole meal. Or you could have with a, just piece of venison. It's also very good with with venison, with gamey kind of food. And it's funny because it's sweet, but it's sweet the same way you would have with pork. You could have something, sweet. The same way with cheese, you have quince jam. The same way with foie gras, you have also some jam. So it's kind of this sweet and fatty combination that you long for when you drink something like this. Again, it's just incredibly balanced. It's very sweet, but it's very round. It doesn't ever. It's on the. It knows where to stay within bounds without going over the top, which is really, I think, very hard to do. And it's got that just by looking at it and by thinking about it and taking another whiff of that, I think it's just incredibly enjoyable. Anyway, this is a one-off for me, I think, but hopefully you guys can all enjoy a good bottle of Sauternes if you find one. See you soon. Bye-bye.